Ah, yes, AFL 23. This time it is real. Real. Yo, what is good? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is your boy Bud, and today we're going to be honestly reviewing AFL 23. We will also be going over some news and updates for you guys because there's a few questions that have been asked, so we will touch base with them. But I will be doing a management mode, so if you guys do like the sounds of that, and if you do want to have some input on who I do manage / coach, just comment below who you want to see. The most commented team I will end up coaching and bringing a series for you guys. So yeah, just comment below. So I've made a list, some pros and cons. So I guess it's always good to start with the pros and then build from there. So here we go, the pros. So visually, I do believe the game is graphically and visually the best it's ever been in an AFL game. The players in stadiums do look elite. Speed of the game and the frame rate is pretty good across the board as well. The goal kicking camera and the kicking modifications are elite, so we'll give them some praise there. Like the goal kicking, I feel set shot is definitely visually there, and it's impressive as well with the jumpers and the Guernseys that they have included within the game. There's a good range there. All the face scans that have been face scanned obviously do look good as well, but the blokes that haven't been face scanned, we'll touch base about that because it is a pros list, but it is a little bit disappointing in its own. The ball does bounce like an AFL footy, even though it does feel like it bounces a little bit too much at times, but that's probably just being picky. Let's get on to the cons of AFL 23. The first one is, most importantly, tackling is non-existent in this game. Apparently it's triangle, but yeah, if anyone else does know how to tackle, let me know, because at the moment you can't do it. And obviously that's an important aspect in the game of AFL football. Marking, the timing is way out of sorts. You can mark everything, anything against AI. I know there was a patch that did get released this morning for PlayStation and last night for Steam, but we'll touch base more about that. But yeah, for the marking, it was out of all sorts. The obvious AI non-pressure glitches, so we would have seen a lot of videos regarding the AI and their defensive pressure. From the initial launch game, this was terrible, to say it politely. You could run the length of the field, run circles legit around them, which you might have seen on my TikTok, but it was disappointing because a lot of people were keen to see this and play this game as well. But yeah, it's hard when you can't really play online because you can't tackle, and you want to play against AIs and they won't tackle. So there's that. The game obviously crashes a lot. I know when I was streaming it, it's crashed at least a dozen times. I know they've tried to implement stability updates and patches, but even still then, after that was implemented, the game still wanted to crash. Another con that we have, and this one honestly is the most disappointing ones, we were giving no information beforehand that there wasn't going to be Pro Team at the launch of AFL 23. The last we heard, it was going to make it on day one, and then obviously Xbox did get delayed and Pro Team isn't there. And apparently from all rumors, it's going to be there in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but it's quite disappointing. Online, you can't even invite your friends. It's just quick match, and I don't even know if the game's crossplay, honestly. It's meant to be crossplay, but the only matchups you get is from people on the same console as you. The tactics and the interchange doesn't work. The tactics aren't even available. You can't play how you want to play. The coach's face scans, so for some reason, this random bald guy or this guy with luscious brown hair, who's like a knockoff version of Luke Beveridge, come out as the coaches. The only actual coaches I've seen in the game are Ross Lyon and Chris Scott, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Sometimes the goal umpires decide to become the field umpires, and then they glitch into the goals if you do kick one. The game was a complete mess, if I'm honest. Even just the build-up of the game, so we know it got delayed. There was modes taken out of it at the last second. The last con we have is in management mode, so if you played management mode, then you would have noticed that all the rookie draft classes are all the default bald character players. And if you go to play with them in your following seasons, pretty much they just can't handle the baldness and the game decides to crash. So it sort of amazes me that this sort of stuff gets through to launch, if that makes sense. It's not even like we're looking for the glitches or the errors or the bugs in the game. It just happens. And there's that many of them that you don't really have to go looking for it at all. There are some rumors that I do want to begin with. So obviously Xbox, we all know it's been delayed. Unfortunately, if you're an Xbox user, that is, yeah, it's been delayed. Now for the delayed time, I have seen some information where people's orders for Xbox have been estimated to be delivered between the 25th of May and the 30th of June. Whether they decide to release Pro Team then as well is another thing we'll find out or not. But from rumors, it's not confirmed, but from rumors, that is what we know. Now we'll go into the confirmed stuff. So first of all, Big Ant obviously knew there was some issues in the game, and they've gone to address this. They're going to implement some patches, which they have. They implemented a patch for Steam last night, which made the AI a little bit better. Handballing, I forgot to mention before, but handballing was atrocious. You couldn't even aim where you wanted to handball. Like I said, I was going to miss some things, but now they have somewhat fixed the handballing. And they're going to reintroduce other elements to the game over the next week to ensure the best possible result for AFL fans. So they're going to come up apparently with a roadmap and share it today. They're just going to strip back to the gameplay and stability elements and then build that up over the next week. So yeah, the gameplay might be shit, but at least the banners are looking alright, I suppose. You can see, yeah, the little details for the banners. Gameplay is absolutely dreadful, but like I said, the banners are intact, and that is what's most important here. We know that the State League teams will be in the game. In management mode, you can see their jerseys on some of the players as they are playing State League, such as Sydney Stack. You got his Southport Guernsey on, but they will be coming to the game. Like I said, they've taken features out of the game. There was no release notes for the patch. Pretty well, it was just gameplay and stability improvements. Still not perfect though. There are probably 1 to 2 more gameplay updates away from it being a lot better. We can expect a lot of content to be dropping at the end of this week and even over the weekend. I'm not sure whether that's bringing back the Guernsey and logo creators, because they did take that out of the academy. I did notice it was there on launch, and then after the patch they've taken it out. But if you do decide to make a management or season career mode, then they will transfer across. So the save files will transfer across through the patches and updates. But yeah, it's been quite disappointing to say the least. Look, I'm not here to obviously single them out. Sure, I've said some things in this video, but it all comes from a place of that we care. We want the best game possible, and it's just a shame that we're somewhat let down, and there wasn't good communication lines along the way, and hence the whole build-up of this game honestly reflects the release of this game and what it's turned out like. So it's kind of ironic in that sense. Hopefully they can fix it soon, because I do want to bring some content for you guys. Like I said earlier, I will be doing a management mode, so just comment below who you want me to manage or coach. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in my stream tonight if you are free. Make sure to tune in. Yeah, I hope you guys do have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next one.